If you're analyzing a deal and the numbers don't work, they don't work. Don't start subtracting things out, lowering quality, Xing out contractors, factoring in you could do work by yourself. Like if the numbers don't work, walk on the deal. It just doesn't work. Okay. The harsh reality of owning rental properties is tenants do not like to pay rent. Okay. The good news is there's hedges against that, guys. There's 3 key terms you need to get familiar with. Number 1, debt. Okay, how much to borrow on this property? I would argue that right now, with interest rates being where they're at, you should pay no more than 60% of the projected value of the property. Hard, you're going to have to walk away from 9 out of 10 deals, but that one deal, okay, you'll be happy that you followed that rule. Okay, second thing is cash flow. I would argue that your cash flow needs to be 3 times your debt or your mortgage payment. So if your mortgage payment on your small apartment building is $7,000 a month, you need to be bringing in at least $21,000 a month in rent. Okay, hard. You're going to have to walk away from 9 out of 10 deals. But trust me, you'll appreciate that. Okay, and the third, and guys, if you find this video helpful, follow me, guys. I'll drop tips like this every single day. Message me if you got a question. The third thing is location. You want to be familiar with the term appreciation, which is the increase in value of your real estate. You want to buy in areas where appreciation is going to kick in, because over time, your rent is going to grow, your income is going to grow, and it's going to help you put more money in your pocket, and it's going to protect you in the event that a tenant does not pay rent. You may think you're saving money by self-managing, but over time, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars, and here's why, guys. So number 1, when you self-manage your properties, okay, you're not able to be everywhere all the time. So that deferred maintenance is creeping up. Tenants is tearing your properties up. So when they move out, your cost to repair is so high that actually you're losing money over time. Okay. Number 2, okay, here's the second reason why. Okay, late payments coming in. Okay, when you add up the amount of late payments, you have mortgages, you're having to pull from your money to pay mortgages. It's just costing you money. If you have a manager, you can instill the expectations. Tenants will see a new face. They will step their game up on paying rent on time. Okay. And last but not least, okay, if you're self-managing, you're not able to go out and scout new deals because you're working in your business, right? And you're not working on your business. So you need to have somebody who's overseeing your stuff so you can go out and scout new deals. Okay. If you find this helpful, guys, follow me for more tips. So if you're buying real estate with the mind frame that you're going to be on the beach somewhere with a laptop, it's not going to happen. Tenants don't like to pay. You will have to evict. Things will get nasty. It's a hard business to be in, okay? But there's a couple things that you can do to prepare yourself if you fall into that situation. Number 1, in the beginning, keep your day job. I'm telling you, get in the game. I don't care if you about to buy a $10,000 house. Whatever it takes, just get in the game. That will enable you to get the confidence that you need to scale it up. All right, trust me. Number 9, build systems, guys. Okay? I don't care if you got one property or one deal. When looking to buy a rental property, okay, you'll hear a term called a 1% rule. And what the 1% rule states is that, okay, whatever that sales price is, let's say it's $100,000. Okay, 1% of $100,000 need to be collected in rent every single month. Okay, and that's kind of like the term underwriting. When we look for deals, we say this is a good deal. But I would argue right now, with 8% interest rates, that we need to up that to the 2% rule. Okay, so 2%, okay, of that sales price need to be coming in for rent. Okay, so it's a 2% rule, and the reason why I say that is because interest rates aren't 3 or 4% anymore. Which means that, if interest rates are double at 8%, we need to be bringing in more rent to be able to take care of that mortgage payment, to be able to take care of, projected expenses, management fees, everything. You need to get a little bit more aggressive on the rent that you'll be collecting, okay? So just keep that in mind, that we need to up that to the 2% rate. In real estate, we like to overcomplicate things, okay? Your next big deal is going to come from this, okay? Everybody that you meet, you let them know what it is that you do, what asset class you invest in, okay? And as long as you do that and you maximize the relationships, okay, if you meet 50 people, out of those 50 people, probably 2 to 3 are going to be potential motivated sellers, okay? So if you just increase the number of people that you're meeting, you're going to increase your chances of finding your next big deal. So it's all about relationships. Just meet people, okay? Duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes are great first investments. House hacking, I mean, most of y'all know about house hacking, right?
No. What that is?
Okay, great. So you can live in a duplex or a triplex in the government, so you can get it under basically an FHA loan, 3% down. And that's considered a residential house. So a lot of people will buy a duplex, live in one side, and rent the other side out. So my first big hiccup on that development project was the infrastructure contractor said that the civil engineer left off 100 foot of plumbing and sewer, and that was a $40,000 change order. So that started the downward spiral. But what I'll say about that deal, and I touched on it earlier, was if a deal doesn't make sense on paper, don't try to make it work. You don't want to get the ARV number wrong, because when you go to either sell or do a cash out refi, if you got your after repair number, let's just say that we're off by 15K on this. So the house is really worth 85K. Then that kills all of this right here, because now you can't even do a cash out refi on it if you need to, because your ARV number is screwed up. 80% of all the business is really going to 20% of the realtors, and the other ones are just hit and miss.